Hi and welcome to the vlog. I'm Tova, this is ParentXP, and I'm kind of doing a collaboration today, but the collaboration is in my phone. Today's collaboration is with one of my friends back in Sweden. My friend Iduna has a daughter with Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, ADHD and Autism. Outwardly, she looks neurotypical and non-disabled. The truth is that she can't walk very far without being in an awful lot of pain. Sitting down the wrong way, lying down the wrong way will dislocate her joints. She is in constant pain and she has behavioral issues, sensory processing issues, and a whole host of things that come with it. She's a wonderful girl. She is super smart, super caring, really just amazing level of sympathy and empathy, but she does have her limitations. And my friend told me that she has got a meeting with school about next academic year. What support her daughter needs, how things need to be managed, what needs to be taken into account, what needs to be put in place, and she hates these meetings. She very often feels let down by school and by the system, by society. We are dealing with a broken system. All of us with special needs children, we have all of these fantastic ideas about person-centered approach and child-centered approach and how it should all be individualized. And at the end of the day, none of the schools, none of the services, none of the councils have got enough budget to be truly child-centered and to put everything in place that's needed. And then we as parents, we are there, we're advocating for our children. We have all these things that we want for them, that we know is best for them. And we feel like we just have to fight so hard to get a fraction of what we ask for. And I think another problem with all the school meetings and when you're putting plans in place, like we have the education and health care plans here in the UK, EHCP. What are they called in Canada and US and Australia? By all means, what are they called in Germany and in France and in Sri Lanka and in India and wherever else all of you are, Trinidad and Tobago, what do you call them? In England we call them EHCP, Education and Health Care Plan. And Elin obviously has one, and every year we have to go through this and update it. And I hate doing it. Elin's dad hates doing it because we're basically sitting there and writing down on page after page after page all of her difficulties. Because we have to focus on the difficult things in order to push through the support that is needed for her to have positive developments. And we don't want to think about the bad stuff, but there we are. So anyway, my friend Iduna, she sent me a list of how she prepares for important meetings with school, the social workers, the council, care institutions like various medical professionals, doctors, hospitals, that kind of stuff. And here is her list. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out each item and have a little bit of a chat about it, and really interested in your thoughts on these tips, your ideas, other tips that you want to add. So you know where the comment field is, you know what to do, add comments. And if you are new to the vlog, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And come and find me on social media. All of the links are in the description below. And go and have a look at Iduna's amazing website. Iduna paints her feelings. And she is just brilliant. There are so many of her paintings I look at and I go, yep, that's how it feels. So have a look at her website, buy her art, support her in that way. And now we're going to get into Iduna's tips for how to prepare for important meetings regarding your child. Several days before, write a list of things that we want to talk about. Anything that we're worried about, things that work now and things that don't work, and what needs to be planned. Definitely mark out the absolutely most important priority points in this. also think about what are your limits for what is acceptable. What is your negotiation term? What is your minimum baseline? What do you want? What is the minimum baseline? Hope we end up somewhere in between. By the way, she's written all of this in Swedish, so if my accent goes really haywire, that's why. I'm reading in Swedish, I'm talking in English. I know I'm gonna sound so much more Swedish at the moment. Yes. Write down a list of the things you need to talk about. Absolutely. 100% agree with this one. I love the fact that she's added, take up the things that currently work. I find this such a huge benefit whenever we deal with things around Elin. If I go into a meeting, or dad, Elin's dad, he has very much the same attitude to this. We go into the meetings and we say, this was really good. We really like this. This was brilliant. Then you are already off on a very, very positive note. You are telling the staff members you're working with what you appreciate. They feel better about things, and it just puts the whole meeting in a much more positive light. Even if you then have to go, oh, and by the way, this was shit. Although you might not word it like that. But yes, definitely go in with a list of this is what's really good. And then you also go, but this works, so let's do more of this. Or this works, so let's apply it to this situation. It's great. That is such a good idea. Next on her list is to talk about the points on this list with other people. She has put people with knowledge and insight, which is fantastic. If you have people with knowledge and insight around you that you can do this, definitely run that list by them. If they are not emotionally involved in your child and your situation, the better. When Elin's dad and I talk through our lists before an EHCP for her, we are both basically going, yeah, that, I agree. But somebody who is not emotionally involved in the whole situation might go, by the way, could you possibly look at that thing in this way? Or have you thought about bringing this up as well? That we are so focused on Elin's blended diet that we might forget something else, right? So definitely run the list by somebody else, and if you can run it by somebody else who understands the difficulties your child has, or understands special needs education, or the system, the man, but is not emotionally involved in the situation, the better. Next one, plan it so that you can have another person with you at the meeting. Ideally, a person with insight or knowledge. What she's saying here is bring an advocate. Can you bring an advocate? It's a great idea. Where can you find an advocate? Variety of places. In the UK, Elin has an advocate. She has an advocate for her blended diet, and that advocate has been provided to her through a charity called Bernardo's. If need be, we can ask for an advocate from one of the local disability charities. You will have to look into what is available where you are. Or if you have a friend who has a vaguely relevant profession and who can come, definitely go for that. I would be more than happy to go with my friends as an advocate in their meetings if need be. There are also people who hire out advocacy services, that they will be that person who comes along and helps out. This is something that I am looking into, so hopefully I can do that at some point. Oh, I like this one. Talk with my child about the meeting and ask her if she wants to bring anything up. And if she does, then I'm going to say that in the meeting and be very clear that this came from my child. So her child is a daughter, hence using the pronoun she in this case. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like in Elin's case, because she can't tell me in that way, she can't say, Mum, I would really like you to speak about. Perhaps less important, but it's not irrelevant. If we are taking Elin to a hospital appointment, I need to tell her in advance where we're going and what we're going to be talking about. She understands. And if I do that, she is prepared for it. And she is very cooperative. If I just throw her in the car and take her somewhere she's got no idea why and I don't tell her anything about it, we usually don't have a very easy time of it. So yes, talk to your child. Talk to your child. And if your child, like my friend's daughter, definitely can bring up their own point of view, make sure you include that in the meeting and say that that is coming from your child. This is my child's views. You are your child's advocate. Next one. Plan in time to rest after the meeting and make sure I am not alone with my child then. This is something that is so relevant for my friend. I mentioned that her daughter has got EDS, ADHD and autism. My friend too has EDS. So we have a special needs mum with a special needs daughter. Plan so that she can rest after the meeting and not be on her own with her daughter. Her daughter's going to need to rest after that meeting too. Whether she's been physically present or not, she knows that there is a meeting about her. That weighs on her mind. It's a mental load. She is exhausted. And her mum is exhausted. So yeah, definitely, absolutely, rest afterwards. Brilliant. Rest the day before. I like this. Rest the day before. Rest the brain if I can. Try to prepare sentences I want to say and try to find a positive mindset. Oh, mindset. Oh my God, you guys are going to be so fed up with me talking about mindset management, aren't you? I'm going to have to, shut up. If you use the M word, don't want to hear the M word. Mindset management. Absolutely. If you go into the meeting thinking everything is going to be horrible, I've got a fight on my hands, you're defensive before you walk through that door. I mean, we know you're going to have a fight on your hands, but... well, actually, no, we don't. But we know you're probably thinking you're going to have a fight on your hands because, let's face it, this is the experience most of us have. That it's not going to be straightforward, it's not going to be easy. But if you go in and you're defensive, you immediately put people on the wrong footing and then you have a fight on your hands. So looking for a positive mindset, or at least a calm mindset to go in with, is so important. And we go back to point number 1, talk about the stuff that works. Talk about the good stuff. Fantastic. And yeah, rest beforehand. If you need to make sure that you are firing off all cylinders, and the way you need to do that is to not tire yourself out the day before, then rest. Yay! On the day of the meeting, look after myself, put on respectable clothes, and my war paint, aka makeup. Yep, the war paint, definitely. So I love makeup. I love how I can change the way I look. I love how wearing makeup makes me feel. I don't always wear makeup. I don't feel like I have to wear makeup. You've seen me in the vlog with makeup, without makeup. Heck, you've seen me looking grey with COVID. But I 100% agree with that one. The makeup is war paint. I'm a shield maiden, right? I'm a Viking. I'm going to put on the war paint. And the same with the clothes. What you wear affects how you feel. So you put on clothes that make you feel stronger. That makes you feel... I think she has a similar thing to me, my friend. I look so much younger than I am. And my entire life I have battled with the sense that people don't take me seriously. So I will wear serious clothes. She used the word respectable clothes. I totally get it. I 100% get it. Wear things that make you feel powerful. That makes you feel and look and act grown up. After the meeting, write down facts. Clean up your notes, the notes you took during the meeting, clean those up, and then help to wind down your brain. Winding down. And rest. Oh, definitely rest. Definitely rest. And it's difficult. And okay, I'm going to fess up. I do not go through my notes after Elin's EHCP meetings. Generally. I hate it. I have to eventually, because they will send me a draft and I have to go through it and make sure that everything is correct and then make my additions and changes and send it back. And I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Because I've spent so much time and energy on preparing for it. I just want to be done. But yeah, Adriana's absolutely right here. Go through the notes afterwards as well. Following her sending me this fantastic list, we had a little bit of a chat on Messenger just about what so many things on this list means. And to so much it is, you know, thinking about what can I affect? What do I have power over here? And literally the only thing you have power over is your own reactions, responses, and behavior. You cannot affect the people you're talking to. You have no control over them. You can't make them say or do or think what you want them to. But if you are in tune with yourself, and if you are in tune with your own mindset, the M word, then you can proactively put yourself in a state where you feel calm, where you don't allow emotions to get the better of you. Doing that is very much about all of this preparation work that she's talking about in this, and to bounce things off friends, and to write things down, and to work through it, really work through it. Like, you know, write down and then look at what you've written and then think about it, and then think about your thoughts about it. Go through this stuff with yourself so that when you go into the meeting, you're calm, you're mentally prepared, you're not going to lose your shit. Eat, sleep, and forgive myself. Breathe all the way down into my stomach. Yeah, definitely. Forgive myself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself understanding. Know that you are doing the best for your child. You are fighting for your child. If you watch my videos, you are a caring parent. Well, if you're a special needs parent who'd watch my videos, if you're a parent who watch my videos, you care about your child. I hear such horrible, horrible stories, particularly from some of you who watch my vlogs, who are adults with disabilities, who have effectively been neglected and abused your entire life, even by your own family. I very much doubt your parents are watching my vlogs, but if you're a parent and you watch my vlogs, then I know that you are a caring parent, because I wouldn't attract any other kind to my vlog. I wouldn't. A non-caring parent wouldn't be attracted to what I say, is what I mean. It's not me. I'm not the special needs parent catcher of Hamilton. You know, give yourself grace, give yourself forgiveness, cut yourself some slack. You are amazing. You truly and utterly are amazing. And another thing she's put here is, I will do my best, but I also know that the final decision does not reside with me. Yeah. Exactly. You do what you can. Do what you can in that situation, but ultimately you can't make the final decision. That the school the school makes the final decision. Social services make the final decision. The local authority makes the final decision. In a good situation, it's not a question of you saying something and they putting something completely different in place. In a good situation, a good meeting ends with you and the service provider putting a plan of action together. That's a good meeting. If it is a collaborative effort, it's a good meeting. Thank you so much for sending me that list, for giving me this vlog idea, and I'm so happy I just had the camera up. It was meant to be. The camera's right here, and I could record it right now and get it posted. It's a fantastic vlog idea, it's a fantastic topic, and I love the fact that I can use somebody else's thoughts and ideas on it. So if any of you have something like this, something you think, I wish somebody had said this to me, I think it's good information, I would love for it to be put out there, but I'm not a vlogger, I'm not a podcaster, I don't like doing it, then, you know, pass it on to me and I will do it. Unless I sincerely disagree with what you have to say. Can happen. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very soon. Bye.